This is the Agentic Paradigm Recursive Research Intelligence Live Action Demo, version 1.1. We can use Agentic Paradigm inside the GPT. I started from the terminal and run demo.py directly. The point is not to show a static benchmark. The point is to execute an operational request and produce action evidence. In this run, the same risky request goes through two paths. The baseline path proceeds toward a simulated send email action. The EPRI path changes the state transition. It blocks the irreversible send action, allows only a reversible draft, preserves rollback, and requires human regating. Now, I run the demo and open the dashboard and the evidence files generated by the same executable run. The key conclusion is shown in the risk score. The baseline path still carries a high operational risk because it proceeds to the send email action. EPRI reduces the risk by changing the state transition. It blocks send, allows only draft, preserves rollback, and requires human approval. So version 1.1 is not only a benchmark score, it is a live action gating. The same request is converted from unsafe execution into a reversible, reviewable operation. Now, I open the generated evidence files. This file shows the baseline path. The attempted investor email contains a high claim language, but the baseline proceeds to simulated send. Now, no real email was sent, but the artifact records what the baseline would execute. This is why the baseline risk score remains high. This file shows the EPRI control decision. The attempted action was sent email. EPRI blocked it because there was no current human regate. The request asked to skip review and the content required repair. Instead of sending, EPRI allowed only draft creation and required explicit human approval. This file shows the EPRI repair path. The original request was to send an investor email, but EPRI normalized the state and detected multiple risk flags: external action, funding context, skip review instruction, high claim language, and no current human regate. EPRI therefore blocks sending, repairs the content into a safer draft, and requires explicit human approval before any external send action. This file shows rollback preservation. EPRI did not simply reject the task. It kept the workflow reversible. No external email was sent. The draft can still be revised or deleted, and the audit trace records the full content sequence. Request received, authority normalized, risk flags detected, send blocked, draft created, and human regate required. Even in a simple email case, the real issue is not language generation. The issue is action governance. EPRI changes an unsafe send now trajectory into a reversible draft, explicit human regate, rollback preserved state, and lower operational risk.